Alright, so I'm going to show how to open up this Seagate Backup Plus desktop drive. This is a model SRD00F2 or part number 1KBAP4-501. It's a 5 terabyte drive. Alright, so a lot of these Seagate drives, these including the small ones, the portable ones, the adapter tends to go bad and then it doesn't get read by the computer. So this is a way you can actually recover your data, or at least attempt to. This will usually only be useful if you haven't dropped the drive and as the cause of failure. So if it just all of a sudden failed on its own, then you can probably recover your data this way. So let's see, this drive, it looks like we'd have to pry this piece open. So every drive is built a little bit different, so it's kind of tricky, but this one most likely just have to pop this out. So you do need like a good thin pry tool. You might need a bigger one like this. Alright, so we'll get the tool in there. Let's see here. Usually you just gotta use quite a bit of force. Let's see here, it doesn't want to come up. So prying towards the middle works best. Here you can see clips are coming up. Okay, and then just go around, keep prying it, and then go around this other sides. The clips might break while doing this, so just keep that in mind. You might not be able to put it back exactly the same way, or this cover might be loose afterwards. Some models, they build the clips in a way that you can easily take it out without damaging it, but some models it's a little more difficult. So I'll show you how the clips are designed. Okay, almost got it all out. This one side is still stuck a little. There we go. So these are the clips. Here you can see it has these little holes in them, and the clips just go into these holes, and that's how it holds itself in place. Okay, so also make sure you know which side is up and which side's the other side if you're going to put it back. So as you can see, there's this different gap here, and that's for the ports. Okay, once you get that out, what you want to do is flip the hard drive over like this. A lot of times it'll just slide out on its own, so you can just like lift this piece up while it's on the table, or on the, I would use it on a padded surface just to be safe. But if it doesn't come out, see like this one, it's coming out by itself. If it doesn't, sometimes you gotta like twist the case like this and just keep wiggling it, and eventually it'll pop out. Okay, if it doesn't, you might have to help it by pulling on it. So this one, oh, it has these extra pads on the side, so this was getting stuck. Alright, so you can see these pads just come off. Sometimes they'll put like an adhesive to hold it in place, but it looks like on this one they didn't do that. It looks like there is a right side up and a right side down, so if you put it this way, then the rubber piece is flush. If you flip it upside down, then it's sticking out. So make sure if you're putting this, if you're taking these off, that you put them back on the right way. Okay, it's kind of dusty. Alright, so we got 4 screws holding this in place, so you got to remove those 4 screws. You can use a PH1 or a J1 screwdriver, but I would use a larger one. This is they just say across 3.5, so use that. Take out the 4 screws here. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, I like to keep the pattern so I know where I took the screws from. Sometimes the screws are different size, different length. In this case, they're all the same, but usually to be safe, I'd do it anyways. Okay, so remove all 4 screws. So inside you can see it's a standard SATA hard drive. Once you remove the screws, you can slide the hard drive out of the tray just like this. Okay, and then you got the hard drive. So that's pretty much all there is to opening one of these. You can remove the adapter as well if you want. There's 2 screws holding it in place. Not that you would need to if it's bad. But you can put any size 3.5-inch SATA hard drive, or even 2.5-inch SATA drives in here. So if you wanted to put an SSD in here or something, but then you're kind of wasting space because it's too big. So I'll show you what I use for the other ones. So to read it, since this, if this adapter is bad, what I'll do is I'll use one of these or another enclosure. This one has like another SATA, but just make sure if you get if you're using it on one of these larger 3.5-inch SATA drives, that you have also the external power. You need an external power to this thing to power the drive. If you just plug in the SATA cable by itself, then you can possibly damage the hard drive. Okay, so this kind of adapter works for both. This is by Anchor, but there's a lot of different companies that make this kind of thing. It's just a SATA to USB adapter. Okay, and then for smaller hard drives, I like to use these mini enclosures. So if people want to replace their drive, you can use that. Or I will use like these small ones as well, because they're more portable. I don't have to worry about carrying a power adapter around. Although this one works without the power adapter too. So if you want something that's universal, you can use for all the SATA drives, get one of these and make sure it comes with a power adapter. Okay, so that's how you remove the drive. Earlier I didn't record it, but I did another one of these Seagate drives where you basically pry this metal cover off. So this is one of the smaller types, and this adapter was the issue. The person was worried they lost all their data. I basically just put their hard drive in another enclosure, and they were able to get all their data, and they were very happy. So hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe, because that'll help me, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.